you're an incredible human being that you're involved with this. Your band, Ghost Hounds, is touring with the Rolling Stones. So before we talk about your band, let me ask about that. What's that like, playing with the Rolling Stones?
Surreal, just because they're my favorite band of all time. They're, to me, the greatest rock and roll band. It's not even close, of all time. And you know, to share the same stage, to be on tour, and to go out and get that energy from the crowd, you know, and every night and come off stage and later when they go on and you hear that iconic, ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones, and then it's incredible. And you know, what's amazing to me about the band, next year will be their 60th anniversary, 60 years. And it's hard to be around anything for that long, but making music and packing stadiums. And what's amazing to me, they can play a 2-hour set, and it's not just that, oh, that's a hit or you recognize it. It's like every song is an anthem, right?
Yeah.
So it's been amazing. We got to play with them in 2019, and when they asked us to do this again, it's just a absolute privilege.
I asked you this offline, so I know you are a kind of rock star.
Yeah.
But just me, maybe I'm projecting, but do you get nervous? Such a large audience with the Rolling Stones. It feels like there would be a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to screw it up. I think our band, you know, is tight-knit and all that stuff. And I think that the individual nervousness dissipates when you go out as a group and you're making music together and you sort of, okay, we're all in this and, you know, we're doing a thing, which is why even in sports, I always look at individual events like ice skating or, you know, anything where it's just you out there alone.
Yeah.
And that's different than being with a team and nerve-wracking. So I'm sure if it was me with an acoustic guitar just going out, it would feel different. But absolutely, you get the right kind of butterflies, I would call it. Mm-hmm. And just the energy of playing music and having it be this relationship. And look, I get it. I've been to a ton of concerts where I'm like, look, can we just get to the band, please? But what's been great is just an amazing reception. And we have this guy named Trey Nation, who's the lead singer, is just incredibly talented. I mean, he's just not only an amazing voice, but just has that charismatic thing.
Yeah,
so
he's great.
It's fun.
What's it feel like to play in front of a huge audience? What's the, as a guitarist, like what's the feel? Are you lost in the music? Like you almost don't feel the audience? Does it add extra energy? Does it extra anxiety? What is it like? What's it feel like?
You know, stadiums are interesting just because it's so big and cavernous, and because, you know, you want to protect your ears. So we use an in-ear system so that you are a little disconnected from the crowd, because if you're playing that loud and you're standing in front of your amps without ear protection, that's bad.
How are you monitoring the sound? Are the in-ear stuff, is that producing sound, or is it strictly earplugs?
No, it's producing the sound. So it's like putting ear pods in and listening to a song and you're playing to it, right? It's just us playing, but it protects your ears. But the energy from the crowd when they get going and get into it, which, knock on wood, so far has been amazing. There's nothing like it. I mean, it's just this bi-directional thing that happens. And music and sports were, you know, kind of my first loves. And it's very difficult to describe, I think, accurately, because it's like no other feeling.
Musically, how is it different than playing in a garage with the band by yourself practicing? Like, is it? Do you feel like you're creating something different when you're when you got the guitar and the amp and just the sound dissipating out and everybody's listening, is that?
Yeah, it's listen, the first time we did it, and there's nobody in the stadium. First time I ever played in a stadium, and I'm just like, I'm out there in front and just hitting different chords and playing different licks, and I'm like, it's like I won a contest and I get to do this.
Yeah.
But you know what's different about it, and each venue is different. So if you we went on the road with ZZ Top a few years ago, which was incredible. Love Billy Gibbons. He's a Texan. Incredible person and guitar player. But, you know, when you're playing in like 5,000 to 7,000 seats, it's really, I mean, it's, you know, you're right there with them, with the crowd. And then when you play in an arena, we toured with Bob Seger on his last tour, which was cool. Played some shows with him. And again, the arena, like they're all kind of packed on top of you, and it's super loud, which was cool. Meaning the crowd is. Stadiums is a completely different animal, and it's just a completely different experience.
Do you enjoy it versus like a smaller room?
Yeah.
What's as a guitarist, as a musician? What's your favorite like room to play? The size?
Any room that'll have me. No, look, I think arenas are the perfect blend.
Yeah.
If I had to say, because it's loud and, you know, 20, 30,000 people, but like right up on you. A stadium, look, playing the stadiums with the Rolling Stones is going to go on the head marker somewhere is one of the more, you know, I say this and I really mean it. My life is like a Punk'd episode that just hasn't, no one's burst in yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's as cool as you think it is.